Okay.
I'm seeing if they got any fun backgrounds. They all kind of look alike, or
Yep.
look the same, like they always did. I'm not seeing any new. Yeah, like I've had that before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that one. Have you had that one before?
Have I not had that one before?
I don't think you've had that one before.
All right, I'm gonna use it today.
Okay.
Space.
I'll
Cool,
keep my
cool.
usual,
Yeah.
normal.
All right.
Yeah.
Um,
Ah,
have you been watching Only
welcome,
Murders? Oh, sorry.
welcome to We're Not Supermodels. Might as well.
Yeah, right. I gotta do our intro. Good thinking, Jen. Do you and Vera watch Only Murders in the Building?
We have, but it's so hard for us to watch it when we're here because I have to do all this fancy stuff with the VPN and all that kind of stuff so that we can watch it here.
Oh shit, it's not shown in Canada.
Um,
Whoa.
yeah, I
Okay.
don't know where we would watch it, honestly, because it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
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 So I don't know. Yeah.
Not see, that always blows my mind that countries. Yeah, I don't know. I associate that stuff with outer space, and so outer space
Mhm.
it would go anywhere on the planet, but
In theory, it should, but
okay.
I don't know.
Just not a okay, got it.
That'd be a thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Canada's not doesn't like Hulu and they don't do business or something. Okay. All right, cool. How you doing?
Yeah, good. I mean, we have watched it though. That being said, we're up to the last season, but we only got like a few episodes in, I think.
Yeah, okay, same. We
Yeah.
have a buddy that comes over and we watch the show. And so we're only on like episode 5 because it just
Of the latest season?
yeah, because of
Oh, okay.
scheduling and like how do
Mhm.
getting together and we just had the holidays
I
and
think that's about where we were at too.
okay. I could see you and Vera liking it.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, it's the silly
Hmm.
um Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Hmm. Yeah.
Historically, I've not liked either of them.
Yeah.
And
They're
this
good in this though.
this I actually like them. I'm like, okay, you guys aren't just pissing me off. Yeah. Mhm. Totally.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Oh,
all right, what's going on? What's the latest with mom?
oh, we had a big blowout over the weekend,
Oh
and
shit. Because I know you
um,
blocked her. She was blocked.
yeah, because oh, was that before our last? Maybe it was before our last. No, like did okay. So my therapist said, ask her if she wants you to come visit,
Yeah.
and so that's what I did, and that was a huge mistake. So
Okay. And then you blocked her,
and
right?
then I blocked her, and then
Okay.
I found out that you can block somebody, but they can still leave you voicemails. Can you believe that shit?
It doesn't make any sense.
How can like why block somebody if they can
Block
still leave you
means
voicemails?
yeah. Okay.
Anyway, but I haven't talked to her since, and
Okay.
I guess she was being really, really shitty to the staff over the weekend.
Sure. Yep.
They told me that, and then now I've been sending a care worker in there a couple of days a week, and now she's getting up off her ass and doing shit. So
Hey. Okay. Guess she needed to, yeah, just
so I don't know
yeah.
if that means that she thinks, and the last thing I said to her was, in what world am I going to ever let you come home with me again? The way
Right.
you treat me. So,
Totally. Good for
you
you.
know,
Yep.
so, but then today I get a text from her. She didn't text me all weekend, didn't call me all weekend. I get this text after I get back. I had some medical tests run this morning,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it says, you gave me $50 when I asked for 100.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
Right.
I don't know if she's cuckoo bananas again and not in her right mind or
Yeah.
what. I don't know.
Where she's like, yeah, where she
Or she's just
what?
trying to get me to react and she's sending me random bullshit, which
Yeah.
could very well be the case.
Creepy. Okay.
But I'm not talking to her today or tomorrow. I've got stress tests I'm doing and I've got
Oh
enough
God.
stress with that. So
Whoa, you're doing stress tests.
yeah. So that's what I did this morning, which was intense.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna ask. I don't need to know your results. That's private. But what the fuck is a stress? Like, what is a stress test? How do they stress?
So
Yeah.
what a stress test is, I was looking it up here just so I could explain it a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm doing a chemically induced stress test. So what they do is they inject vasodilators and to stimulate exercise by increasing the blood flow. So basically it opens up all of your blood vessels and arteries, and it expands them. And then increases your heart rate and everything. So
Is this
it
like they just give you an injection, like a shot, and then
no, they give you an IV injection.
IV. Okay,
Yeah.
IV.
So they
Got
do
it.
that, and then that happens, and then everything opens up. Your heart rate goes up.
Okay.
Felt like my head was gonna explode.
Oh shit! Really?
And then they inject dye.
Oh,
And then so you can't eat before you go to the appointment. And then, so I go to the appointment, they inject me up and everything. And then they're like, okay. And then let us know if you feel weird. And I'm like, yeah, I feel weird.
oh yeah.
I don't feel good.
Okay.
And they're like, well, we can give you something to reverse that, which I don't know what, yeah, anyway. So then they give me the reversal thing because my head feels like it's just my neck and my head and my shoulders feel like they're going to just boom.
Wow.
And so then they say, okay, now you can go put your clothes back on.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta tell you this text I just got. But go put your clothes back on, and then you can go downstairs and eat because they told me to pack a little sandwich.
Okay.
And then so I went down and had some coffee, and they said the coffee will make you feel better. And then you go back and they get you your imaging gets done. And so I did that. So hang on. So let me read this text I just got from Mom's care worker.
Uh-oh. Oh God. Oh God, it's happening right now.
Mom's in a state today. Jeanette left a message saying, whoops, it's hang on.
And this is the caregiver that you send in a couple times a week or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeanette left a message saying, please do not come tomorrow. I just found out that Jennifer sends you to spy on me. So do not come tomorrow. I love you. You're a nice person.
Okay.
Let me just respond to this really quick.
Yeah, you respond to that. This is live. This is happening right now. Wow. Jennifer sends you to spy on me. Like, what are you doing, Mom? Are you making meth in there? Like, what spy on you for what?
Let me just say she's making stuff up today.
Yeah.
She texted me this morning telling me I only gave her $50. I only gave her $50 when she asked for $100. That's the only text I've got from her today. That's the only communication I've had with her today. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think she's making stuff up.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
So anyway, so then I go down and I eat and I get the coffee and then I go back up and they do imaging of the heart, I guess, because the vessels are all open. So it raises your heart rate. And
interesting.
and then they do a CT scan. And so then I have to go back tomorrow, and tomorrow is the baseline test. So they put the dye in again, but they don't give you they
don't amp you up.
Yeah, they don't amp you up. And then they do a baseline. So they can compare what the heart looks like before or after they do the test. So
I'm surprised they didn't do the baseline first.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
Whatever, it is what okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. So you can see with the imaging, with the dye that they put in your body, you can see your circulatory system or your arteries or something. What?
Yeah, well, they're focused on the heart. So but it opens up all of your blood vessels.
Were you able to see your heart?
No, I mean, I couldn't see it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Just the doctors look at. I didn't know if they showed you your results in
Yeah,
the scan. Oh, okay.
it may or may not be.
Okay. Just not
Hang
yet.
on. Hang on. I'm just responding to the care worker again. It may or may not be. She'll probably have forgotten
Yeah.
what she's going through today, because I don't know what she's going through today.
Okay.
My mom, Jesus Christ,
Mhm.
you know?
Mm. Sorry, but I'm glad you went in for stress tests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you feeling odd and that's why you went in, or you're like, my mom's killing me and I need confirmation that that's accurate?
No. In November, I had my watch notified me that I was having atrial fibrillation, which I'd never had that notification before.
Okay.
So I went to the doctor and they did a Holter monitor for 24 hours, but
Yeah.
I've still been having a lot of chest palpitations and things like that. And so they ordered this test. And then in April, I'll have to wear a monitor for 2 weeks
Okay.
because I've got two valves that are not quite, they're, I can't remember if they were shrinking or
Mm.
stiffening or something. My mitral valve and my aortic valve are not normal. So,
Oh, I'll be damned.
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So, and on top of that, my mom's trying to kill me. So
Yeah. And on
she
top,
might just succeed.
so, and that's an Apple Watch that you're wearing?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good plug for Apple Watch that
Mhm.
because you wouldn't have known something was up until if your watch hadn't said something, right?
Mhm.
If you weren't wearing the watch, you wouldn't have known to do. So
Right.
I feel like we should you need to be a sponsor for Apple Watch and then you get free stuff.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be
But,
nice. Okay.
the flip side of that is that people in ERs are like, "Oh my God, she got a notification on her watch," whatever,
Oh, okay.
Still, I mean,
Hey, in this instance, it was accurate. Like
mhm.
it's like something really is wrong.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So,
How is your wife? I mean, just like, God damn, does she have a therapist that she's seeing about just like my mother-in-law, like a support group or something around this?
not yet, no.
Okay, like my mother-in-law is trying to kill my wife therapy group kind of a thing. Yeah, because that just seems like that would need to be a thing. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
God, okay. Wow. Um, did Did her mom try to kill her at all with stress like this, or her dad?
My mom's mom? No, my mom
No,
never had to look
Vera's
after. Oh,
mom.
Vera's mom. Vera's mom just doesn't talk to her.
Oh,
So she hasn't had to deal with this at all.
okay. So they're not even talking. Okay.
No, they haven't talked for many, many years.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So it sounds like maybe that's a good thing. 'Cause
Yeah, it is. Her mom is
okay.
her mom is actually broke her arm. No, broke her collarbone.
Oof.
And then
Just recently?
had appendicitis. Yeah, just recently. So she gets updates from her sister, but they still don't talk.
Wow.
We
Okay.
went to a family reunion a few years ago now,
Okay.
and
Yep.
her mom was there.
Okay.
And we've been at functions before where her mom's been there, and her mom won't talk to us at all.
Wow.
The family reunion thing, or whatever it was, I can't remember what it was, about a birthday party or something.
Is that when you went to Bella Coola, you drove through Bella Coola or?
That was when we drove. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it was pre. Was it
This
during
is
COVID?
older than that.
COVID?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
It was when they had the bad fires up north. So
Yes.
because we had trouble finding a little motel to stay over one night because the fire people had all the hotels. So we had trouble finding a little motel to stay over one night because the fire people had all the hotels. So yeah, we went up there and she actually talked to us a little bit at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But still there's no attempt to.
Mm-mm. No.
And I think, for Vera, she's like kind of like, I'm done with this, It's been
Okay.
35 years, 40 years or whatever.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So is
And that's
Vera's,
because, for
oh,
your listeners and your viewers,
let's hear it.
because she's gay.
I was gonna ask, and then I was like, it might be private. And then okay, it's just because Vera's gay.
Yep. Yep.
That is so dumb.
It is dumb.
Vera is amazing. Like this
Yep.
woman birthed a human being that's amazing,
Uh-huh.
and she doesn't want to know her
Mm-hmm.
because Vera loves women.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
I don't
she's
understand
missing
it.
out on a cool person
Yeah.
that she made. She
Mm-hmm.
made a cool person. She's missing out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
nuts. That's
And she's
nuts.
got no problem with it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, well, how many sibs does she have?
3 sisters and 2 brothers.
Good God. So this woman birthed 4 girls and 2 boys
Yeah.
on an island up in Canada somewhere.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Outhouses?
No, they had indoor plumbing.
Okay, I wasn't sure how, because I was thinking logging people.
They, in fact, they brought the house in on a boat, like the house that they lived in came in like the shipping news, right, on the boat.
Yeah, that's nuts. Was her dad a minister?
Mm-mm. No, he was a logger.
He was a logger.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Did the dad talk to her when she came out?
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Damn. Huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fascinating. Well, okay. Well, I'm glad she's buds with her sibs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. They're very nice. And one lives in Ontario, just outside of Montreal. We've seen her several times. We've gone down to Florida. I've gone down to Florida, and they've been down there, and I've hooked up with them down there. And and their other sister that we visit lives in Prince George, and then another sister lives somewhere in Alberta. We don't see her much. We saw her the last time we went up, but
okay. So Vera's mom has 6 children to interact with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's okay. So unlike yourself, the mom can be crazy, but it's spread out amongst multiple children.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
wow. Except for Vera, so 5 kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well.
Good times, right?
Yeah. On that one, I'm always, yeah, shit blows my mind. But yeah, I've got my buddy that owns the cafe, Katie, who did our Halloween show. Years ago, we were having a conversation, and near where I live and where the cafe is, there are these really big houses. They're like old mansions with the pillars and shit.
Yeah.
And I think they're off of like MLK or 23rd Avenue. But anyway,
and there's some up on 32nd too.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm talking about.
Everywhere, yeah.
And they're kind of run down. And we don't even know if they're inhabited, because it looks like they would be apartments somehow, maybe an old boarding house. And she's like, if I had the money, right? Like if she was a gazillionaire, she'd be like, I'd buy those up, fix them up, and then they would be like the houses for the queer kids that get kicked out. Or, the foster kids after they turn 18, they're no longer part of the program. And so now they're just kind of adrift, like,
yeah, now they have no place to live.
Yeah. Oh, what do I, and she's like, just housing for those guys, just like nice, clean, family kind of, let's make family dinners, that kind of, yeah, because she sees a real need for that. And she works CASA. She's a CASA volunteer. And so she's familiar with some stuff. And so I was
What's
like,
CASA?
okay. My mom did CASA for a little while. I'm almost certain it's a volunteer program. And okay, I might be misspeaking, but it's has to do with like, I think it's like CPS and then social workers and then CASA folks come in and they kind of they work with the families. I don't know. It's definitely like a families in need kind of a situation where CPS may have been called. And I think they kind of help navigate resources for the family so that CPS doesn't need to be called.
So it supports and promotes court-appointed volunteer advocacy so every child who has experienced abuse or neglect can be safe and have a permanent home with the opportunity to thrive. That's what the National Association.
Right. And so she's friends with all these families and just and we've had lengthy conversations around it, around like when I was a little kid, it would have been I only had the one parent, right? My mom. And what if my mom had been neglectful or abusive to the point of me being removed from the home? How traumatic that would have been, right? Like, holy shit. Like, I don't care if my mom's neglecting me or abusing me. I'm staying with my mom, right? You're not sticking me in some stranger's house. And she's like, right. And the whole point is to give the families the resources that they need so that the child doesn't need to be removed from the home, because a lot of the time that's more traumatic than what's happening in the home. But she said there are instances where the child is absolutely removed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no resources there, like sexual abuse and severe neglect. It's just like, okay, we're done. Your kid's out of here. But anyway, so yeah, we've had some conversations around that. And
well, the whole kids aging out of foster care,
right,
something that Vera has worked on here as well.
Okay.
And,
okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Not when she was mayor. Was she mayor?
No, after that, yeah. But after that, she continued to work, with them and everything. Now she's she still does work with the queer community here, but which affects trans kids and queer kids here.
Sure. Yep. Absolutely.
Who are kicked out and things like that. But she's not so much. I mean, she's still an advocate for sure, but she doesn't really focus on that right now because she's in the medical profession now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That wasn't something that I even had thought about until I think it was Katie was telling me about it. Like, oh yeah, at 18,
you're out of there.
You're out. I mean, the foster parents are no longer getting income to feed and house you, and whatever. And yeah, you're just like, okay, you're grown. Like, oh,
okay, you're grown. Yeah.
Shit, like, oh, so I can see, because I've met a lot of queer young people that are coming into their own as adults, and they're like, yeah, I prostituted myself to make money. And I'm just like, fuck. And some of them I can't tell if that was something that they actually enjoyed or not. Like, they're like, as a sex worker and I'm like, okay, first of all, my brain is exploding because I'm like, wait a minute, how old are you now? So I'm doing the math, I'm like, But there were no resources. They get kicked out of their homes because they're queer. And so here they are in high school. Like, okay, I guess I'm going to home myself because there's money to be made in that. I can survive. I'm like, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, that kind of shit. So like when Katie was talking about the kind of housing, I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, oh man, yeah, I like to have a safe place to go. And, you know, you got a fire crackling in the fireplace, and
Mm-hmm.
you got a bunch of, I don't know, elder queers dressed in moo-moos, you know, around the house, just kind of, you know, there to help give support or help make meals or what. I don't know. I have that's my fantasy land. The reality, I'm sure, is very different, you know.
Yeah.
You got to have the social worker in there, and what addiction
It
issues are we dealing with? And
would be nice if they preserve those homes for sure. And that would be a great way to preserve them, create a
oh
bunch of
yeah, I don't know
living
why.
spaces.
Why do people buy mansions or build mansions? I'm like, unless you've got 10 foster kids, you don't need a fucking house that big. Who needs a 25,000 square foot house? That's a goddamn building, you
Yeah.
know? That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's for, 2 people. I'm like,
Mhm.
what? Wait a minute. I don't get it. I don't get it. That prestige, or I don't know, I think it kind of just makes you look like an ass. Like really I see it as really
Well,
insecure.
I think that they were built back in the day, I guess, right? When,
Oh, those ones. Yeah, those ones I get. Yeah, right. The ones
oh yeah,
that
the big, I
I'm talking
don't
about
like
more
the new
current.
ones, the McMansions that go up now. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, those are right. Those are nuts. Yeah, the old ones I can see at that
yeah, how
time.
much space do you really need?
Totally. And
How
those,
much
yeah,
space?
right.
Yeah.
Well, and the old ones, I mean, they had servants living there. Like, you
Mhm.
had you had the horse carriage, right? You had the servants' quarters. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, but yeah, nowadays I'm like, get out of here. That's
Mhm.
nuts.
Mhm.
What? No, I
Did
don't.
you ever go to Jackie's house that was over there right off the highway? You could see it right off the highway when she had that place.
Yes.
Have you seen what it looks like now?
Yes.
It's insane.
Yes. The guy, was it a minister or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like somebody bought it that turned it into a nightclub or something now. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
thought it was gay guys because they turned that whole west facing wall. It's just windows. It's just
Mhm.
glass. And I swear there was an article in the paper and they interviewed the owner because it was kind of a big deal because people were watching this building be
Mhm.
transformed. And I think he's like a minister or something. And I'm like, what's a minister doing with that kind of
Oh,
money?
yeah. Well, because they can get that kind of money because people give their money away to them, but
Yeah.
also
Sex
when,
trafficking.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something's up. I don't know, man. Yeah, because when Jackie bought that place, I remember she paid 400,000 for it, and that was
Mhm.
a shit ton of money at that time. We were like, damn, Jackie's doing good.
Mhm.
She bought it actually with her girlfriend at the time.
Mhm.
And they bought it, and then Jackie's like, I'm gonna fix it up. And so she pretty much just tore out the walls and put up sheetrock.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
really didn't look any different.
Mm-mm.
I was thinking like, let's blow out some walls. Like, let's
Mhm.
do something with this kitchen,
Yeah.
like,
Make it bigger.
yeah, exactly. Make it bigger because it was such a
Mhm.
galley kitchen. I mean, there was no view
Mhm.
the lake from, I mean, yeah, anyway. But she fixed it up, turned around and sold it for a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
The economy picked up, and I think she bought herself a boat. She had a
Mhm.
boat for a while.
Yeah.
Pleasure
Which
boat or
was a
something.
big mistake.
You're right. Well,
Money
boat.
pit.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, huh, look at this. Okay. I was
Yeah.
watching her, like, learning. I was learning, watching her do her thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, that glass house.
Yeah, that's every time I drive into Seattle, I'm like, "Oh my God, what the hell?" It looks like it gets bigger and bigger every time I drive in,
Like, I don't know what that guy's doing. I
Yeah.
don't know how, after building a 230 square foot structure in my backyard, right? And all the permitting and the permission to do this and blah, blah, blah. And the inspections. I'm like, how the fuck is this guy
Yeah.
getting permission to do this and then also passing inspection? Like, is this,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Okay. Yeah. I, it is what it is. I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
What the
I don't
fuck?
either.
Mm-mm. Right?
Yeah. So we hit the timer.
Oh shit. Question time.
Question time. It's question time.
All right, then.
Pick a number.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a number.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a number. Let's go with number boop, 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 boop. 9. Let's go with 9.
What's the best birthday present you ever got?
Oh man. Yeah, I got some pretty decent I got some pretty sweet presents growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the one that sticks in my mind is okay, I turned 7.
Mm-hmm.
I was little. And my folks got me a Huffy BMX Pro Thunder. Okay. So it was gold. The metal was gold. And then all of the pads and stuff were black. And what had happened is we had been at like Sears or something together as a family. I don't know what my folks
in
were
Alaska?
doing. Yes, it was in Alaska up in Anchorage. Yep, good question. And my stepdad's like, oh, which bike do you like? And I wasn't thinking anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of like that one. And I didn't really sit and process. I was just like, I thought he was making conversation because we're waiting in line for something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was, when I got the bike, I'm like, oh fuck, I should have really like thought this through because I just pointed at that one and that's the one I got. Oh, I didn't really pay attention to all the other bikes.
Yeah.
But whatever, I was rolling with it. I wasn't going to complain. But this was a big boy bike. All right, this was a big boy bike. Had the knobby tires and it had the you could do the brakes with the handle. Feet too, but I think that's why I liked it at the store because it had that handle. Brake handle. I was like, oh man. And I have a great photo of me like on my birthday, like like standing next to it in the living room.
Oh, you got to send me that photo. I can put it in.
I'll dig it up.
Yeah.
And that was that bike. Well, what happened was I was scared of it. I mean, it was big. I was just turned 7. So what happened was I kept riding my little Schwinn with the banana seat around with my little neighborhood friends. And my best friends, Becky and Jamie, who are brother and sister, she was 3 years older. He was 1 year older. And Jamie's like, can I ride your new bike? And I'm like, sure. So he was riding my bike around. And my stepdad's like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, he's like, no, that's your bike. You're riding it. Jamie, get off of that. And he had his own Huffy and his was green. And Becky and Jamie helped, and my stepdad, but over a long period of time, Becky and Jamie helped teach me how to ride it. Because it was I just wasn't ready for that level of butch yet.
Yeah.
I was still like a baby butch. And then once I got it, I was good. Then I was like, fuck yeah. And then I'd look at my little Schwinn and be like, what was I thinking? Yeah. And then my dad got me the little ring, the little bell that did that. Oh, and then he got me in a Wooga. Wooga, that because it was brass. It's what matched my bike. And I had that fucking thing. That was my bike until I was 7 to 15. 15, my 15th birthday, my Uncle Stuart had repainted and given me, we're down in Seattle now, given me his old mountain bike. And so when I turned 15, I got this mountain bike. And so then my brothers then kind of took over my Huffy, which I had named Scooter. Right. But Scooter and I rode that fucking thing. And my dad taught me how to keep it clean, how to flip it upside down and clean the tires and give it a car wash, you know, and grease the wheels and, you know, the chain and all that. So me and my little friends, we would clean our bikes together, you know, give them one, which I think is really cute. Little like 7, 8, 9-year-olds out there. But the mountain bike that Uncle Stuart had given me was from 1986. That's when he got it. He turned however old. And I remember being little and seeing that and being like, whoa, you got a mountain bike? But that was back when they were made of steel.
Right.
And they weighed 20,000 pounds. And when I got it at 15, because I had wanted a mountain bike, something bigger, you know, like that, or a 10-speed or something. And I got that. And I was like, I was a little disappointed because I'm like, I got a hand-me-down. But it was nice. The color he chose, I mean, it was cherry. But I think that mountain bike, when I got in my car wreck at 16, I think that mountain bike is what saved my life, because I rode that mountain bike everywhere. Once I turned 15 and could ride that bike, my mom cut me loose and I could ride it to my friends, to work, to school. Like I could ride it anywhere I wanted. And because it was made of steel, I was in really good shape. I was in really good shape. You know what I mean? Like pedaling that fucking thing. And it was heavy to lift. Like it was a heavy.
How old were you when you had your accident?
16. So 16, September 1990. And and I think that I was in such good shape that I was able to survive my injuries. It's a theory I have, because I couldn't have been in better shape. You ever pedaled a steel bike up a hill? You know, cardio is going to be really good.
Yeah. Well, that's what, our bikes when we were little, we had 1-speeds and they were all metal.
Yes.
And
you just rode that fucking thing. That's what you had.
Yeah. And we ended up, when we moved out from being in suburbia out to the country, we rode that bike even farther.
Hell yeah, you did. That was a commodity. A bike?
Yeah.
That was freedom.
So do you think because you were in good shape, you were able to recover that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do. I do. Because my lungs were good. You know what I mean? Like at 15, I don't know how I could have been in better shape, because I rode that thing all the time, everywhere. And up hills, you know, always wore a helmet. Never took that fucking thing off. Even when I thought my head was going to explode because it was so hot. But I had a water bottle to drink and a water bottle for just my head on my bike. And it had the one for my head was full of ice water. And I just like poured it through my helmet, just be like, I can't take my helmet off. I'll get killed. I started going in there. Yeah. But yeah, I think that body was just in good shape and could survive that's who knows. I like that because that thing was a beast.
Well, do you mind me asking some questions about your accident?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. Were you in the hospital a long time?
Yeah. Have we never talked about this?
No.
All these years. Okay. Yeah. So helicoptered into Harborview. Was at Harborview for 3 weeks. And then once they felt like, because I had abdominal injuries and then my spinal cord injury. So.
And that was from wearing a lap belt?
Lap belt. Yeah, you got a lap belt. And so once.
Were you going fast? Like, were you going that fast or? No,
we were just on a little neighborhood road. And it was one of those roads where it's a neighborhood road, right? We're dropping a friend off. After school, it was a half day of school. We're dropping a buddy off in the neighborhood. And so, you know, pull into his driveway, drop him off, go back out. And then we're just driving. And we came over a blind hill. Little neighborhood roads is like, they're narrow. It's kind of one lane. And there was someone in our lane. this woman had backed out of her driveway into our lane and was getting into her lane. And we came over, we hit her just head on, you know. And it was one of those freak things, you know. And yeah. And then so my seatbelt, and you know what? It could have been worse, man. I mean, I got my eyes and my brain and my fingers, so I can do this. And sometimes I just give gratitude for that. And I kiss my eyes and my brain and my fingers. Because it could have been worse, you know.
And you were the only person that was injured?
No, God, no, everybody was injured. Everybody was just fucked. Girl sitting next to me in the back seat wasn't wearing a seatbelt. So she was a head injury. She's fine though. She ended up becoming like a Delta flight attendant or something. Girl in the front seat, passenger, I don't know. I know she hit the windshield, so she must not have been wearing a seatbelt. But she was fine. She didn't, you know, but I remember like a year after the accident, we were hanging out at school and she's like, man, I picked out a piece of glass out of my forehead today. Like the body was still pushing glass out of the skin. And I'm like, dude, it's been like a year. And she's like, I know. And then the driver, Dana, she had to have been wearing her seatbelt because she and I were best friends. And that was like a thing for us. But she broke both of her ankles. And then the woman that we hit broke her leg. That's my understanding. She broke her leg. She was in a minivan and we were in a car. So everybody, but I had the most severe because they couldn't get my blood pressure, which meant leakage, bleeding internally. So they're like, oh shit, you gotta go. So they flew me in a helicopter to Harborview. And so I was there for 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, they sent me to Children's. Once they felt like my guts were pretty stabilized, you know, with the healing process, they sent me to Children's Hospital to do rehab, which meant you're now going to learn how to live in a wheelchair. And I was there for 2 months. Yeah, that sounds right. Right.
Do you remember being in the helicopter?
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. Check this shit out. Oh God, okay, you're Jen. Okay, so I get in the helicopter because they took me from an ambulance to a park where we used to play softball. That's the only place the helicopter could land. They put me in the helicopter, and I was scared shitless that I was going to feel pain because I had felt some already. And there was the pilot, the co-pilot, or was it the pilot and 2 nurses? All I know is I remember 3 people. One of them was a woman. And there was a guy. Yeah, that's right. 2 nurses and a pilot. And I'm like, can you make sure he flies it really careful so I don't, you know, like, I was like, I don't want any turbulence. And they're like, no problem. And I was like, can you guys come visit me in the hospital afterwards? Because, you know, adrenaline and I'm scared shitless and I'm feeling really safe with these helicopter nurses. And I think I probably started crying. And they're like, totally, we'll come visit you. And when I met Jackie's girlfriend years later, she had been a helicopter nurse up until baby. Monica, who went to your wedding with Vera. And Monica's like, I think I was your nurse. I think that was you. I think I know who you are. And I'm like head exploding, like, what? Yeah. She stopped doing it once she had a baby. Being a helicopter person is really dangerous. And she didn't want to.
Yeah, and there's been crashes since then. So
Yeah. But I'm like, I'd like to think that it was Monica. I mean, it had been so many years, you know, and maybe it was her, but we decided it was her. and the 2 nurses did come to visit me about a week later. And I'm sure in hindsight, I'm like, oh God, I think it was such a dick to them. Because I was just like at Harborview, I had tubes coming out of me. I'm sure I wasn't. I'm sure I was like, okay, thank you for coming. You can go now. I'm so embarrassed that like I was such a baby on the helicopter with you guys, you know, like, but they gave me postcards of the, you know, the helicopter and some pins, which was really sweet. I was like, thanks for coming. I'm sure I was a dick. I don't know. But it was very cool of those nurses to remember. And then
Yeah.
found me in the hospital and then come to, you know, I was like, it was cool. It was cool. I think I was just I was embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, and I think too, I think I remember thinking the girl nurse was really cute. And then that makes it worse. Like, oh man, I want her to see me like this. This isn't, you know, I'm cool. You know, so stupid, right?
Yeah.
16-year-old brain. Yeah, then I did rehab at Children's. And that was cool. Children's, I learned a lot of empathy at Children's because they usually, if you're 17 and older, they'd send you to the UW Medical Center for rehab. But because I was 16, they felt like, she's right at the top of the age, but let's stick her at Children's. I was glad. I didn't want to be around a bunch of grown-ups. Children made more sense. And Jen, I saw shit. You know. Children's Hospital's no joke, right? And top of the line care. And I saw little kids with head injuries because they weren't wearing a seatbelt in the crash, or someone had gotten the blood cancer. Anyway, they, you know, and they needed chemo. There was a little boy from another country, and he was there. I mean, I don't think his family was there. I think his family was back in the old country, and he was just doing this. And he was like 8, and he had really bad psoriasis and tightening of the skin. And he would come, I think, I'm guessing, and do kind of some physical therapy around that.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that our country does so well, is that we bring kids from other countries. Not anymore, but, you know, because, you know, we're dicks now, and we, you know.
Yeah, I just thought it was super. I felt for the little guy, and I made sure I introduced myself, because there's a lobby, and all of us janky ass kids are coming in all with our fucked up injuries or whatever. And then our physical therapist would come and get us. Right. And so I'd be like, you know, cause I was like, oh, he's like a little guy, you know, and I'm like, oh, my name's Crystal. And he's like, I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
And after that, you know, whenever I saw him, I would say hello to him with his name.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, God and I'm sure one of my nurses told me that they couldn't tell me his diagnosis, because that's a big fat no-no, but that his family wasn't with him. And I was like, oh my God, you know, like this little, he's 8, so tough. Those kids are tough, tearing up. Those kids are tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was good. That was a good experience for me to learn a lot about empathy. I think I had it anyway, but this was like a dose. This was 2 months of just empathy.
Yes. But you were going through some, you know, shit of your own, right? Like.
Sure. I battled with the grown-ups a lot. My nurses were okay. But my head doctor, I couldn't stand her. So she gave me a new head doctor.
You mean like a psychiatrist or psychologist?
No, I meant
neurologist.
No, every patient has like their attending, right? Their doctor.
Oh, the head
you never
doctor.
see that doctor. You never see that doctor. And then you have a physical therapist and an occupational therapist, and then like your day nurse and your night nurse, and then your weekend nurse. And my head doc, my attending, I mean, I had a chip on my shoulder for sure. And I rolled up into Children's, and they're used to little kids. Right? And I roll up, I'm like, you can go fuck yourself. Because she kept wanting me to take all of these head injury tests. And I'm like, I'm a spinal cord injury. My head I wasn't injured at all in my head. She's like, well, you need a baseline of like your intelligence. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I am not taking it. Because they were insulting. The tests were,
what color is red?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Or can you stack blocks? And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? So I could have just taken the test. But even now as a grown-up, like, no, that was fucking weird. I don't know what that baseline of intelligence for what? I'm here to learn how to live in a chair. So anyway, I was like, you can go fuck yourself. And so I got a new attending. It was a lot more like she was cool. She just was more mellow and cooler, and we were fine. You know, we were fine. She was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, I don't know, man. It was weird. I'd have all these like, she has bad hair. You know what? She can go fuck herself. Got bad hair and bad fashion. I am not talking to her. You know, like
Bad fashion. Didn't they wear a doctor coat or something? Or
no, they. You know, I think those really smart folks just they're so into their craft. They're like Bill Gates, can't dress himself. Albert Einstein couldn't dress himself, and it's just something about that just burned my ass. I was 16, and I think it was just like, you know how irrational teenagers are. I was like, I am not talking to this person. She isn't even put together right. So whatever. But my physical therapist was really cool. In hindsight, she was probably a lesbian. My attending was probably a lesbian. My OT was not. She was adorable, little Amy. She had little freckles. I think she was like 26 or something. Yeah. But yeah, for 2 months was there. And I remembered about a month in, I was like, hey guys, how do I get out of here? Like, is this like, can we have some goals for me to achieve?
Yeah.
I can go home because I'm not getting a sense that, and they're like, oh yeah, sure. I'm like, my family doesn't have money for me to be just living here, you know? So I was like, let's get a Crystal gets the hell out of here plan together. And so then we, you know, there were some goals that I had to achieve. Like, I had to pop a wheelie and wheel over a hose.
That was your wheelchair goal?
That transferring, transfer to a different chair, transfer onto a toilet, transfer to the bathtub. You know, there were just some stuff, but I wasn't able to sit in a 90-degree angle because my back had been fused and they needed the fusion to take. And so they were really worried about.
Where are you fused at?
I'm T12L1. So I think I'm fused between T11. So T12 is completely fused. L1 is completely fused. And I think, so yeah, I think T11 to L2 or something. So when I
fused,
where are you? Yeah.
Where,
I'm sorry. Where are you fused?
L4, L5, S1.
Did you break your ass? Were you doing construction or something?
No.
S1. That's
horseback riding.
Horseback riding.
Yeah. Whoop, off the horse.
Wait a minute. Back up. How old were you when you broke your ass?
Well, I didn't break my ass. I ruptured
whoa,
3 discs, I think, or something. And
wait a minute. How old were you?
17-ish. Yeah, 16,
okay.
17 maybe.
Wow, one of your horses in the rural country. Okay, riding your horse. Yeah. Did it buck? It saw a snake or something, or
it took off, and it took off, and either I was going to go through a fence or I was going to dismount the horse. So I chose to dismount the horse, and at a full gallop, which was not great.
Your horse just decided to commit suicide?
He was, I don't know what happened, but he just full gallop. I couldn't get him to stop. I mean, I was not a novice horseback rider.
Yeah,
I've tried everything to get him to stop, and couldn't get him to stop. So I chose to get off of him instead of going into a fence.
Did he hit the fence?
No. Oh, he stopped after that. You know?
What an a-hole.
Yeah.
Did he come over to you like, oh shit, I forgot you were there? Are you all right? Or did you went off and started eating grass?
Yeah.
Wow. And so you were by yourself with the horse?
No, my dad was with me. So
oh, thank God. Okay, so dad.
Because he was like, I don't know what you were going to do. He was trying to stop him too. He was like trying to jump in front of it, you know.
Oh shit. This was like a real scene.
Yeah.
Fuck me. And so you have 3 broken vertebrae on the grasslands.
Mhm.
How, I mean, you can't walk, right? Like,
Yeah, well, it wasn't like,
were you paralyzed for a little? I
no,
mean, okay.
no, it didn't really affect me for probably a couple of years after that.
Oh my, oh, you got up and were like, oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
got back on the horse and went home?
We were in our yard, so,
Oh,
but I had, from that point on, a lot of problems with my back. Never went to the doctor,
oh,
you
and
know,
that old
because,
school, you're rubbing dirt in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then my first incident was like right around probably 17 or 18, 17,
Fuck, dude.
where I had incident being a massive amount of pain that sent me to the doctor.
Oh,
And then, so then I kind of dealt with it for several years after that,
that sounds about right.
using chiropractor and that sort of thing. And then they realized that, yeah, I had 3 crushed vertebrae, and
Jesus.
finally they started disintegrating, I guess. And that's
Oh,
ended up, I had 4 back operations, and then they fused it.
Jesus.
Mhm.
Were they like, you're lucky you're not paralyzed? Because that bottom area is where all the nerves start to come out,
Mhm.
right? The
Yeah.
nerve bundles are coming out for the legs and all. Holy shit.
Yeah, so not like
Wow.
you, but, you know.
No, not at all. Yours sounds worse.
No, it wasn't worse.
That sounds awful. That sounds.
I mean,
Do you
I'm
feel-
still walking.
Yeah, that's true. Well, do you have pain?
Constant pain.
It didn't help with the pain.
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
No, in fact, yeah. So as the years go on, the pain gets worse. So I deal with quite a bit of pain throughout the day, very much at night.
God
And
damn.
yeah,
What's the pain from?
it's what
What's
it
the
is.
pain from?
And
The
I
Houston-
have a lot of weakness in my legs now. So
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
God. Well, what's the pain from though? What do you know what's
nerve
causing
damage.
nerves? The nerves are pissed off because the nerves are damaged. Oh, fuck. Right. Nerves, you know, people say to me, oh, do you want to walk again? Or what if, and I'm like, fuck no.
Mhm.
Hell no, because when you start monkeying with nerves, I don't want to have nothing to do with that because I feel nerves are unpredictable.
Mhm.
And I don't have, knock on wood, I don't have chronic pain.
Mhm.
I don't. I have scored with
Yeah.
my injury. Chronic pain is not, every now and then I'll get crunchy and I'll have to expand, you know, like stretches, and I get, you know, a bolster out and kind of stretch it out, you know, but not what you're talking about. And that's that nerve shit.
Yeah.
Nah, man. No, fuck that. Because I have a buddy in a chair. He was a drunk driving guy. What are you gonna do? And he would have really bad phantom pain in his legs.
Oh.
So I think his injury was close to mine, spinal wise, but he had really bad phantom pain. And so before marijuana was legalized recreationally in Washington State, he had the medical marijuana. And he would drive into the city and go visit his doctor, and he'd get his medical marijuana. And because he's like, I don't want to take painkillers. And this works. And I'm like, God bless you, my friend, you know. And now, of course, all of his friends were like, "Oh man, can I get?" And he's like, "This is my medicine, a-hole. Like, it's gotta last me, you know." But that nerve shit, wow. So Jen, that's holy shit, yeah. And that's back before people went to the doctor when they fell off a horse.
Yeah, right.
You know, like, oh, I'll just rub it out. You know, that's I'm good. And you got fucking vertebrae deteriorating.
Yeah, it was like 2 years after that, Christopher Reeves fell off the horse.
Sure.
In Middleburg, I think, or somewhere near where we lived.
Virginia?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen the footage of it. And it's like, what happened to that horse? Did you just not ride him anymore after that?
No, I rode him again.
Oh, okay. You guys were good?
Yeah, it was just, I have no idea what happened. Like, I still to this day can't figure it out. But he just decided he wanted to run.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he wasn't stopping.
Wow. He got the sea biscuit in him.
Yeah.
Thought you were
He
there.
did have thoroughbred. He was part thoroughbred and
Oh.
Tennessee Walker, which is a weird combination.
The fuck's a Tennessee Walker? Sounds
Tennessee
kind of cool.
Walker is a horse that is taught a specific gait. And it's you can Google it online, folks. Tennessee Walkers, they're here, I'll do this on the camera. It's like both legs, both legs, both legs, both legs, both legs.
Oh, that's weird.
It's a really
The
weird
right
gait.
side, the
Yeah.
whole right side, and then the whole left side. That's weird.
Yeah, it's a very strange gait, and I don't know why they teach him to do that. I can't remember, but
Fascinating.
or maybe they don't teach him to do that. Maybe they just do it. I don't know. But he was part Tennessee Walker, part thoroughbred, so he could run. Like he could run
Yeah.
fast and hard, and he put his head down.
Oh yeah.
And when they get their head down like that, you can't stop them. And he just put his head down, cocked it up, and just took off like a lightning bolt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you think if the fence hadn't been there, you could have just continued to ride him?
Yeah. There was too many things though coming up that I could have been taken into, and I thought, okay, this is not going to be good. I just need to get off this machine right now.
Yeah. Wow.
And yeah, because he's not stopping. I can't get him to stop.
What was his name?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Oh, okay. Tennessee Walker. That sounds like a whiskey. Wow. So what happened to Tennessee? Did he just die of old age?
Yeah.
At some point? Were you guys his owners at the time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How do you know when it's time?
Well, I think when they go down, like they'll go down and they can't get up again.
Oh, that's a thing. So he
Yeah.
would lay down and then he's like,
Mhm.
that's it.
Yeah.
I can't move. Okay. Oh, how
So
old?
my dad,
Yeah.
had to end up, I think, having to put him down. But
Yeah, dad handled it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how old he was?
Probably close to 20, maybe.
Oh shit, he was an old man. Yeah.
Because we had them and they were older horses when we had them. So yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, your old man. Did he have a companion, a friend?
Yeah, there was two of them together, and I think I want to say that Tennessee died first, but maybe the other one died first and Tennessee lasted. I can't remember because I moved out, and as you do, and I didn't give a shit because I was a young 18-year-old and
totally
I was getting the hell out of the house as soon as I could.
I gotta get laid. I'm going to college. I'm gonna get laid. I'm a lesbian on the inside. Oh, did your brother ride them too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he rode them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Little sister, did she ride?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. Your mom, did she ride?
Mm-mm.
No, mom wasn't doing it. Okay.
No.
But dad. Okay, cool.
Dad rode. Yeah.
So what was the other horse's name? Is Tennessee?
Pan Am.
Pan Am.
His owner was a pilot for Pan American Airlines.
Oh, it's
former owner.
I know. Okay. Pan Am in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry he broke your ass, but it sounded like he just needed to run that day.
Mm-hmm.
You got the zoomies.
Yeah. The big zoomies.
That was a big zoomie. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Broke your ass. So you had the four vertebrae.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Okay. So you got a good solid scar. Do you have like Harrington rods installed or any rods? You got rods in there?
Mm-hmm. Rods and screws.
Okay. I had rods my first surgery, and then a year later, when all was well, I had them take the rods out. Because they had told me that sometimes the rods will pop out, and if you're active and stuff, and I was like, I don't want to be doing something active, and I'm on vacation, and all of a sudden I can feel metal scraping on my muscle because it popped out or something like that. I was like, oh hell no. And of course my mom, she kept everything. So I have all the tubes and then the rods are all in a scrapbook. I'm like, I don't know how you got them to let you keep this biohazard shit, Mom.
Yeah.
Yes, she cleaned it and put it in a scrapbook. I was like, all right, Mom. There you go.
Mm.
She's like, in case you wanted to, like show your kids someday. I'm like, oh, that's fair. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so you still have yours in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just took mine out.
Yep, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one. So let's should we move on to your question, Jen? I think did that start out with what was your favorite birthday present?
Yeah.
It was like an hour ago. I'm so sorry. It's all about me. It's all about me.
Well, what we can do is I can just say what my favorite birthday present was.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
We can just do that.
Let's hear it.
So it wasn't at the time, but it ended up being my favorite birthday present, I think, long term. I was 9 and I wanted a fishing rod really, really bad because my dad would take us fishing at this little pond.
I love it.
And we always, we fished and then we'd throw the fish back.
Yeah, sweet.
And it was my birthday and I wanted a fishing pole and I got a guitar.
Whoa, I could see you being pissed. I could see why that's your long term. You were glad to get it, but at the time, did you throw that guitar down and you were like,
no, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, buddy. Okay. Yeah.
My dad had the forethought to he saw my interest in it because I would watch him and my brother play and stuff.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You picked that fucking thing up.
Yeah, and I ran with it, and it was kind of like second nature. And then many birthdays later, I got a 12-string, which was really cool.
Fuck, is that classical?
No, 12-string acoustic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's its own thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So guitar started me on the path of music.
What was it? What kind of guitar was it?
Oh, it was just a Yamaha. Where do I have that guitar anyway?
Oh my God, you kept it.
Yep, it's here somewhere.
Oh,
I think it's in a closet somewhere.
God, that's great. You kept your baby guitar. Was it bigger than you? Because you were 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was, a classical guitar, which has nylon strings, which are easier for kids to push down and everything. But it was
that's cool. But were you like this playing it because you were little?
Yeah.
Like,
and then I'll show you what I have now, which is my dad's guitar. When my dad died, well, before he died.
Mm-hmm. This is the one you snuck out of the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the one that
did you have it repaired and the shop owner was like, thanks for bringing this in?
Yeah, she was almost in tears.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I fixed it.
It's shiny as hell.
It's a Gibson
Sweet.
J45. Hang on. Yeah, J45. Yeah, ADJ, whatever that means. But so it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Valuable. This is the same guitar that Johnny Cash played on his Folsom Prism.
Oh shit.
Album. And when I brought it to the luthier to fix it up, she was like, "Oh my God." She was very happy to be working on it.
Oh, right on, Jen. Right on. Is that the guitar that you grew up your dad playing?
Yeah.
You watched him sit and play that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so you can notice that it's got yellowing, like the white bone is yellow, but the luthier's like, oh no, you have to leave that the way it is. That way they know it's authentic.
Oh, the patina. That's like the patina. Okay. Yeah. So when you were little then, and you had been watching your dad and your brother play, and then you got a guitar, did the three of you jam?
We did, but the one thing I remember about that was them criticizing the way I was playing.
Oh.
And it was like, not, I mean, criticizing, but kind of criticizing. And I was like, well, this is just the way I play, and
yeah, totally.
And it was different than the way they played,
Right.
And so anyway.
That's right. You have your own style.
Yeah.
It's like having your own what do you call that? Like your own lingo or
language or whatever.
Language or
Mhm.
Accent. You had your own accent playing that fucking thing. Okay.
So, you
Wow.
know, I learned from 9 on, and then that meant that I pretty much could pick up anything and play it for the
Mm.
most part. I mean, I could hear chord progressions and that sort of thing. So I could hear a song and I knew the chord progressions. You know, I didn't have to learn it. All I needed was the first chord, and then I knew what the chord progressions would be. And
What the fuck? Because I remember you telling me that you learned how to play classical gas, which
Mhm,
to me is like that to me is that's a lot of song. And
mhm,
you're like, yeah, just listen to it on the record.
mhm.
I just play it over and be like, oh, okay. And what were you like 12 or something?
Um, I think about that, yeah,
Right.
because
And yeah,
I won a music contest playing that song.
that's what I knew there was something. Okay. Yeah. Uh, like little 12-year-old Melissa Etheridge rolling up. Have a seat, everybody. I'm gonna play a talent show or whatever. And I mean, that's nuts. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you know yeah. See, that's when it's like, I mean, I, raising smart kids is different than just regular kids.
Uh-huh.
I think parents are scared of smart kids. I was certainly scared of like Mitchell, not scared, but just like, I don't know what to do with this kid.
Mhm.
And if he tells me that he's smarter than me one more time, he never said that, but in so many words, I'd be like, oh, hell no. In some ways he was as a, like,
Yeah.
and, I mean, you sound like one of those. Did they just kind of cut you loose and let you be you and let you do your thing?
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it was intentional. Like, I think that if my parents hadn't been going through divorce or whatever the hell they were going through at the
Yeah.
time, but because of that, I
Mhm.
pretty much could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do when I was growing up, and I
Okay.
did, and you
That's
know,
awesome. Yeah.
I got a job as soon as I could get a job. I got a
Yes.
car as soon as I could get a car, and
You had a
I just
motorcycle too, right? Didn't you have a dirt bike
yeah,
or something? Yeah.
and like I realized when I was in high school that they had my birthday wrong on my high school record.
Oh.
So I smart though, right? I
Yeah.
realized this in my sophomore year, I think, and I was like,
Huh?
So they had me a year older than I actually was.
Hey, all right. Uh-huh.
So I realized that in my senior year, I was going to be able to write my own excuses because I would be 18.
Awesome. I love it. That's right. Oh
So my
boy.
senior year of high school, I just fucking pissed it away.
That's awesome. I didn't know you were a bad girl. Oh wow,
No,
Jen, I thought you were like probably like kind of a girl, like a Boy Scout. But
no.
no, you were a bad girl.
Uh,
Okay. Climb into
and
your
I would write my own excuses. I'd be late for school and I'd just say, whatever. I actually wrote them before then because I knew how to sign my dad's name.
nice. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So in my junior year, I had started writing my own excuses. And then, when my senior year rolls around, I'm like, I can do whatever I want because they have me as my birthday is this and I'm a year older. So
That's right. Did you graduate?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you like flunked out because you were busy hanging out at
No, but
parties.
I could have done better. Like I was on an academic program, so I was going to go to college. So
Yeah.
I was taking Spanish. You had to take a foreign language, and you had to take, geometry and algebra and all that bullshit.
Mm.
And I remember I was taking Spanish, and I did 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
And my Spanish teacher in my senior year, I would go to her house and play bridge with her and several of my other teachers.
Fun. Wow,
Um,
Jen. Okay.
so
Wow.
she passed me because of that.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
it's that subjective grading.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. Like, did you let her win a few times at bridge?
No, but yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. I didn't know I knew what I was doing eventually, but yeah,
Wow.
I was lucky. I was fortunate. I had some really good teachers too. So,
I love that you were at your teacher's house playing bridge.
hmm my whole senior year was like that. I would go over to my teachers' houses and
Yeah.
out and have dinner. You know?
That's cool. Yeah, my senior year, my senior year of high school, like junior and senior year, once I got back from the hospital and went back to school, everybody's like 16 and 17 and everybody's, kind of doing their own thing. And I just kind of had isolated myself a bit because I was still healing. I mean, in hindsight, I'm like, oh my God, like what was I thinking going back to school? But I wanted to graduate with my class. And so I hung out in the office a lot. And the main receptionist was Mrs. Vanny, and her husband was the freshman English teacher. So I had him as a freshman. And so, he had us read The Hobbit and Romeo and Juliet and all this stuff, right? And I made friends with her because I'd just come in at lunch and plop down in a chair in the office and we'd just yakety yak. I'm sure I drove her nuts. Like, I'm sure she was just like, fucking Crystal's in here again. But what ended up happening, we became friends. And then she and Mr. Vanny started they'd invite me over to their house for dinner. And to this day, I can't remember how I got upstairs. Their sons, they had 2 sons. One worked at my bank. And the other one, I don't remember what he did. But one of the sons must have piggybacked me up. But yeah, they'd have me over for dinner and I'd have them over to my place in Issaquah for dinner. And then once I moved to Seattle, I just kind of stopped talking to people in Issaquah. And which was shitty of me. I mean, I don't even know if they're still alive, because they were really like, they were like extended family. It was nice to have these people in my world that were, they were sweet to me. They were kind. And yeah, it was cool. And Mr. Vanny's uncle was Ito Vanny. And Ito, I believe, played for the Seattle Rainier baseball team back in the day. Yeah. Which, hearing those stories, I'm like, what do I don't even know what that is, but kind of a big deal now, but I get it. Yeah. Hanging out with the teachers. It's like, oh, this is what teachers do. They have a house. They have kids and stuff. They have a life. Okay. Interesting. They go out and yeah. So you experienced that.
Yeah, my Spanish teacher's husband was a mandolin player for a bunch of famous country artists too.
No way.
Yeah.
Neat. Did you ever meet Willie Nelson or anything at these bridge parties?
No. No.
Okay, Johnny Cash didn't come in and have a mint julep and play bridge.
No.
You never know. Sometimes it's like the simplest things, right?
Yeah.
You just never know. Okay. I wasn't sure. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good your favorite birthday present. And I like that you had a fishing pole. I mean, it could have changed the course of your life, Jen.
It did change the course of
my life.
Except for, what have I done with it,
Right.
I could have been something with the guitar, but yeah,
Well, you were. I mean, you have been in the way,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like lesbians were, being, I mean, record labels weren't beating down the door to grab lesbian guitar players.
True.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure Tracy Chapman had to fucking, and Melissa, everybody, I mean, KD Lang used to wear skirts, like closet tit. And Jen, look, you've always kind of had hair like this since I've known you as an adult. You were not passing as straight.
No.
And I don't think you'd be like Brandy Carlisle and grow your hair long for a goddamn.
No.
You're like, go fuck yourself. I'll do it on my own. Yeah, like, no, you go, kiss my ass. Yeah. Totally. But you've had some fun with it, yeah?
Yeah, we've had some fun with it, and I could still do things with it,
Yeah,
we'll still do something with it, Crystal.
There you go. Did playing the guitar help you catch your wife? Was that something that she was like, oh, baby, that's hot?
Maybe, because it was right after the Showbox show.
Okay.
That we had. Well, not right after it, but one of the first pictures I sent to her was me on the stage playing the guitar in that
Yeah.
show.
And that, yeah, it's like, there you go. Yeah. You know, Vera, I
I
mean,
mean, and how many people can say they've played the showbox? We've played the showbox in Seattle.
we have
And
played it.
at the Pike
God
showbox.
damn right we did. We took it and we tore it up.
Mhm.
Tore it up on stage. That was awesome. I love it. So Vera's got high standards. She wants someone on stage with a guitar, which doesn't always happen. 2, you got to be hit by lightning. Okay, that was the selling point, right? And that was really hard to get. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Okay? I was like, come
I
on.
don't know if that was a criteria, but
I don't know, Jen. I think that was a new. She never dated someone hit by lightning before. I think she was like, oh, this one's not hit once but twice, and I think she's like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Yeah, kind of a. I'm just saying, it's a thing. Yeah.
hey, what's on your shirt today?
Oh, today I've got my Sasquatch.
Is that Sasquatch? Okay, mine is, I think
Yeah.
I've worn this before. Roadrunner with a baseball hat.
That's got to be a Joshua tree because it's a Roadrunner, right?
Yeah, it's from Palm Springs, yeah.
Palm Springs. Okay, got it. That's
But,
hilarious. Does it
Roadrunner with a baseball hat.
and sunglasses?
Oh yeah, he does have sunglasses.
Sunglasses. That's awesome.
There we go.
That's random.
Yep.
Yeah. No words. There's no words.
Well, it says no words.
Nice. I like
wait a
that.
minute. Let's say something here. Hang on.
Okay.
Rancho Relaxo.
Okay.
That's the company that sold it, I think.
Oh, that's the company. Okay, got it. I like it. I like it. This one I got at Mount Hood at Timberline Lodge.
Is it a sweater?
Gift shop. It's a sweater. This motherfucker, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it was handmade. I don't know nothing. Yeah. It is like so densely knit that if I wear a sweatshirt and a jacket or this I'm warmer with. Like, even if I'm wearing a jacket and a sweatshirt, that's colder than this fucking sweater. This thing, like, it's legit.
It looks like hand knitted or something.
I don't know, but it was like $40.
Really?
Yeah. At the Timberline Lodge on Mount Hood, it was the gift shop. And they had this one, and then they had one where it's the same design, but this was a light blue and this is a tan. But I went with the black and green because black goes with everything. Yeah. Yeah. And you can find them online. Like, I tried to find one just to see, like, is this a one-off? And they're out there like on eBay or something. Yeah. It's great. Yeah, no, I took my boys when they were little. My oldest Mitchell was really into Stephen King books. And I was like, well, there's this book/movie, The Shining, and the exterior of the hotel is the Timberline Lodge. We should go there sometime. So when they got a little older, we road tripped out in the summertime. Because nearby is this adventure park that I went to when I was like 9 or 10. And the adventure park is pretty sweet. Summertime adventure park. So we stayed at the Timberline Lodge. And then we go down the street to the adventure park. And it was fun. I mean, the lodge, it's old. It's a landmark structure. It was during those FDR New Deal, right?
Yeah. Kind of like the one over there by the other lodge out there near Ocean Shores.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head.
Is it Quinault? Is it
the
Lodge?
Or I think so, yeah. Same era, right?
Forks, the Soldock Hot Springs, I believe, was also a New Deal project. The hotel's cool. They've kept it old, but they have put in like elevators and like there was a room where I could actually get into the bathroom, But the adventure park is super fun. But when we were there, I got this. And whenever I go to one of these places, I always ask the staff, I'm like, hey, you have any cryptozoological animals out here? You see a Bigfoot or anything? That's kind of Bigfoot country. And they're like, this one guy, it was our waiter. He's like, okay, well, actually, about 3 months ago, there was like this pterodactyl thing. We don't know what it was. It was in a tree and more than one person saw it and it looked like a pterodactyl. And I was like, awesome. I don't know what they were looking at.
Yeah.
But they saw something in a tree. He's like, it
Blue
looked
heron.
well, right. But he's like, it didn't have feathers. It was like skin, like skin, like a pterodactyl. Who knows? I mean, it could have been a fucking blue heron that was molting. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows what's going on?
Or sick.
It's still cool. It's still cool to hear something. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on, I think, an hour and a half.
Holy
we should
shit.
probably end it, which I don't mind doing an hour and a half edit.
Yeah,
No
this
problem.
is solid. I feel like this was a real rich conversation.
I
Jen.
think it was. And I'm hoping that we get some views this week. Last week was
views.
like the week before went gangbusters. And so last week we did get some new listeners and well, I can't remember where they were at right now, but it was like, I think I sent you a text message and said, hey, we got listeners here now.
Yeah.
But send us a comment. Tell us where you're watching from.
Yeah.
Tell us where you're listening from.
That's right. We'd like to know.
Comments. And then the other thing I wanted to bring up is that very soon you're going to be able to watch our podcast on Apple Podcasts.
That's awesome.
They've got new technology that you're going to be able to host your video podcasts on Apple Podcasts, which is great because right now we just host them on YouTube. So
it's
the
good
video
stuff.
ones.
Yeah.
And so that if you're listening to it on Apple Podcasts and you want to watch it, you can actually watch it now.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great.
Yes. Oh, and maybe for next week, I guess they arrested Prince Andrew.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
We can talk about that next week. All right.
They're holding them to account over there in Europe, but
oh man, they're getting them. They're collecting all of them. That's right. But hopefully it puts pressure on our government to collect and arrest our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right.
So,
all right. Excellent good conversation, Jen. Notsupermodels right here.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in today and watching and listening. And tune in again next week for We're Not Supermodels.
All right. Bye.
Bye.